Hey everyone, it's me John, back here with Radiant Switch Tech. Today's video I'm going to be doing the review on US Mobile, on the Verizon network access and the AT&T network access with the Warp and the Darkstar, which Warp is Verizon and Darkstar is AT&T access. I did not try T-Mobile access because it is very limited on what they can do with the plan. Alright, let's get into this video. So what is US Mobile in the first place? US Mobile is a mobile virtual network operator, otherwise known as an MVNO. Basically resells the larger carrier service with low priority or different setbacks for the plan, different from the postpaid plans. There's a couple setbacks in all of the MVNOs, different plans, different services that are unavailable with the MVNOs that are available with the postpaid providers like Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile themselves. So I'm going to be talking about the setbacks, the good parts, the pros, the cons, the bad, the good, all of that in this video. Alright, so let's start with network access. So in terms of Verizon's network access on the network on US Mobile and AT&T, they both have QCI 8, I'm pretty sure. For both, which is essentially is the high priority connection. So when the network is being deprioritized, your speeds won't be affected. It'll be the same as a regular postpaid Verizon or AT&T plan, depending on what network you choose. So that's pretty great. That's actually amazing. That's one of the reasons why I took the call and switched, because I saw a lot of people trying to switch to this provider. I switched myself. This is the first MVNO that I actually ported my main phone number to. So I took a huge gamble on that. I usually do not port my phone number unless it's a postpaid carrier or I know the plan is amazing. So that was surprising for me to do. And it's actually, the return on investment in my part was amazing with this service. So I've noticed a lot of good things. There might be a couple bad things for me in the future in terms of high-speed data, but I'll talk about that later and maybe in the next video on an update about how I use the service and how it has done for a 1-month review. But this is the week-long review. So in the last week that I've used the service, I've noticed that the plan has been as good as a Verizon postpaid plan. So I've noticed the speeds have not really changed at all. I noticed some hiccups where the service would drop out a couple times, but I'm pretty sure that was the Verizon network, and I don't think US Mobile had anything to do with that or was purposely causing that, so I'm not going to dock them for that. But there were some issues originally with the porting the phone number. It took extremely long, about 4 days. Of the phone number transferring. That was a negative part about it, but after they got that all solved, they actually emailed me and texted me telling me the information about the phone number porting as it was going on. They were telling me updates about the number porting, how it was going, what they were contacting my old carrier about, and if it's going to be transferred and what time, the time between it'll be transferred or not. So that was actually good. This carrier is very, very good with communication. So your support is going to be amazing. Your phone support, chat, message support was pretty good, honestly. And even on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. That platform, they are very responsive. If you tweet at them, they'll get back to you in like 20 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I had an issue with the Darkstar SIM. I contacted them on Twitter, and they responded to me in 20 minutes and got the issue solved over Twitter. That was pretty amazing, honestly. I've never seen a carrier be that proactive with customer service before. That's really amazing. I hope other carriers can do the same, because if they do, it'll be way better, because we all know Verizon, AT&T customer service. T-Mobile's a little bit better, but Verizon and AT&T, not amazing. And those other MVNOs like Visible, it's very hard, very long communication waiting time. For the chat support, some just don't even have phone call support in the first place, like Visible. So that was very nice. I've seen that was very nice for them to be very, very proactive in customer service. So that was an amazing part. Another amazing part was hotspot data. There's a lot of hotspot data, a lot of premium data on the plan. So you can use all your hotspot, a lot of it. On Darkstar, it's actually truly unlimited, but I would not be testing that. I would not be pushing the limits. They actually will suspend your account and delete your line if you're over abusing it. I'm not sure what that entails with network abuse, but don't actually push it. Just use as much as you need for your use case. Don't be streaming 8K video, just absolutely hogging up a ton of data. I've been a lot of conservative about my data usage. On this line, I've done like zero. I've done one speed test originally when I activated the line. Then I did no more speed tests at all in this line specifically, and my Darkstar line. Warp and Darkstar on the Verizon and AT&T network. My two lines that I had with them, it was only $25 a month for all that data, and I was not doing speed tests, and it was working pretty well. I got the average experience of an average customer on the Verizon and AT&T networks. The priority was good. I used about 10 gigs in 3 days, which is a lot, but that's what I use usually, at least on this phone. So it's pretty good. Overall, I've had a really good experience. It also shows the ultra wideband logo at the top of your iPhone, if you have an iPhone. There is negative parts, is that there is some SMS issues, or not SMS, MMS and RCS, which are the two messaging standards. MMS is the older communication standard where you're sending long form text messages and sending photos over your phone, which we all know it's not great, but it's still an important feature because a lot of people don't have phones that are compatible with iMessage or RCS. And then RCS is not available on iPhones, unfortunately. Also with at least for the Darkstar SIM, the US Mobile that has the Verizon network access called Warp, it does have MMS, RCS, all of that works completely fine. And it does show the ultra wideband logo on the Verizon end. On the AT&T, otherwise known as Darkstar end of the service, does not support the 5G plus icon, at least on the iPhones. On the Androids, everything is supported. RCS, MMS, SMS. Every single feature is supported on Android, not supported on iPhone. So that's unfortunate. I'm not sure on what's going on with that or when that will get fixed. A lot of people are pointing to saying it's going to be fixed in March, but I'm not completely sure. You might want to contact US Mobile about it to ask them what the issue is and when it's going to be resolved for iPhones. Another cool feature is the multi-network service. So with one line, you'll be able to use multiple different SIMs with different providers. So be able to use Verizon network access, AT&T access, or T-Mobile access on the same phone. The same number does not sync between the two lines. Also, another thing to keep in mind is you cannot use that second SIM they give you on another device. They will come after your device and suspend your connection or force you to pay for a second line altogether if they do find out you're using a different device. I do not encourage any of you guys to abuse the network or try to do this. I'm giving you a warning here. Do not try this. I've not tried it myself, and I'm not going to. I know a couple people have gotten away with it, but a couple other people got warnings. So I would not try it. I wouldn't even try using the same exact device model number or model name. For example, if you have an iPhone 12 and another iPhone 12 and you activate both on the other phone, I would not recommend that either. I'm not sure. Follow all the terms of service on US Mobile always, or any provider you're going to use. So another good thing is the teleport. Now you can transfer, if you have one line on Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile, you can transfer on the whim 3 hours minimum between transfers, obviously, because you can't do it on demand. And there's 2 free, and then it's going to be, I think it's $1 or $2 to change again. every time you want to change after, and that's 2 times per billing cycle that you can change for free. I'm not sure if they're going to change that or not. You can go to their website to see the updated details on that. So, with all that being said, it's an amazing plan. I would recommend it for anybody who's looking for a cheap plan that will have good priority service and good hotspot data for cheap prices. It's a very good deal. So that all being said, like the video, subscribe, comment what you want to say, and if your experience with it or other carriers you've experienced that were better than this, all your opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.